guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am doing these DIY badges from the game A Hat in Time. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start this DIY, I got these little wooden circles at Walmart for about $1.30 and they come in a package of 6. That being said, I bought 2 to have 12 in total. And you're also going to need a mechanical pencil. I'm going to go ahead and take out all of the little wooden circles. And as you can see, the surface is pretty smooth, so it's easy to draw on. So I guess you can say this is step 1 of the DIY, but I'm going to take one of the circles and go in with my mechanical pencil and draw in another circle. You are going to repeat this step for the remaining 11 other circles. And once that is complete, I am now just going to look at a reference photo on how the badges look. And once again, going in with my mechanical pencil, I'm doing my very best to just sketch on the outline on how different badges look. Being said, if you make any other mistakes, it's okay to erase or have any line work because they're going to be covered up later on. And that's basically all I'm going to do right now is just go in with my mechanical pencil and just sketch on how the other badges look. So just to save time, I ended up doing majority of them off camera. But yes, as you can see, here are all my sketches on the wooden circles I did for each individual badge. Now, I'm not gonna film like me painting every single one of these, because in the game you can only have 3 badges equipped at a time. So that being said, I'm just gonna show you how I painted on 3 badges. So for the first one, I'm painting on the hover badge. As you can see, I am using a tiny paintbrush as well as a dotting tool to help me with the fine details. And even though I am painting on a tiny wooden circle, it kind of feels like I'm painting on a canvas. The acrylic paint dried smooth, and I can add just about like 1 to 2 layers of acrylic paint and it's all good to go. Also, all of the names of the acrylic paint used in today's video will be in the description box down below. But anyways, so here is the completed badge. So the name of the second one that I'm going to be showing you how I'm painting is called the hookshot badge. And just like the first badge, as well as all the other ones that I'm going to be doing off camera, I am just looking at the reference photo and doing my best to mix and match the acrylic paints to replicate how they look in the game. And just like whenever I do my nail art videos, be sure to let each layer of acrylic paint dry before you move on to the next step, otherwise the colors might blend together. But anyways guys, so here's the finished second badge. And for the third and final badge that I'm going to be filming today, this is going to be the Fast Hatter badge. And I'm sorry if I'm not going into like full-blown detail, step by step on how I did these badges. I figured since visually all you can see me doing is that I just sketched on and painting, looking at a reference photo on how these appear in the game. This is pretty self-explanatory and these badges are really simple and easy, like almost anyone can do them. But now that I am finished painting, I guess you can say I am now officially done with step 2, which was painting on how the badges look. As for the other 9 badges, like I said, I went ahead and did those off camera. And now we're going to move on to step 3. I'm going to do this for all of the badges, but I'm going to go in with my tiny paintbrush that I got at Hobby Lobby and some white acrylic paint, and I am just going to go around the entirety of that portion of the circle that I didn't fill in earlier. As you can see on this badge, the red was kind of sloppily painted on, so I'm just fixing up that line work with this white acrylic paint. I'm now going to go in with some light gray acrylic paint and add one final outer ring. And you're going to add this gray and these white rings on all of the badges. Whenever the gray acrylic paint completely dries, you're just going to go back in with the white acrylic paint and add like these little, I guess you can say like little shiny glare marks. You're going to add these on like the top left and the bottom right of every single badge because that's how they appear in the game, kind of like this. Now, you could leave it like this, you can say that you're done. However, me personally, I wasn't a big fan on how the wooden part made the badge look, so this next part is completely optional. I'm going to go in with my paintbrush and some black acrylic paint, and I am just going to, cover up that little wooden section. So the reason why I decided to use black acrylic paint rather than use a Sharpie is because if I used a Sharpie against that little, wooden area, it would have tore up the fine tip. And now we move on to step 4, which is the final part. I'm going to go in with some clear Elmer's glue and I'm going to add it on top of all of the badges. I decided to use Elmer's glue because it's non-toxic, quick and easy, and it doesn't have a long dry time like if you use Mod Podge. As you can see, I just drizzled it over the badge and I'm now using my finger just to kind of glide it and completely coat the badge and all the acrylic paint. And the reasoning for this step is because the clear Elmer's glue will add like a nice little glare and it'll smooth out like the wood texture as well as any bumpiness the acrylic paint may have caused. But here are the other badges that I ended up doing off camera. As you can see, these badges have a lot more detail than the ones that I showed you how I did on camera. I'm going to be honest and say that it took me about 2 days to paint all of these badges. Nonetheless, I am so happy that I have these DIY badges now to go a part of my gamer collection. I did my very best to try to make them look like how they do in the game. I don't know, let me know down in the comments, how do you think I did? But anyways guys, so yes, that completes it for today's video. It's a really inexpensive DIY and these badges come from one of the best games ever. Seriously, I recommend playing A Hat in Time. It's a really fun game. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video and as always, thanks for watching!